What's up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. Today is part 15. We're going to try to get as much as done we can because the weather is against us today. It's supposed to rain all day. It's not raining now, so I'm going to see what we can get done. 2004 Chevy Monte Carlo with the 3.4. You guys know the saga going on. We got head gaskets, intake manifold gaskets. We got a new cylinder head. We got back the cylinder head from Rouse's engine. Milled it out, pressure tested, everything came out great with this head. So we're good to go to put that together. So the first thing we gotta do is strip down one cylinder head to get it ready for Olivia to take back the core to AutoZone, and then we're gonna check this deck. We'll check the other cylinder head, make sure it's nice with the square edge, the leveler. That's gonna be cool. The square edge, whatever, flat, whatever. I don't care, whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's get that done and try our best today. At this episode, I really would like to get the heads down, get them torqued, and put that water pump back. That's my objective for today. All right, so let's stop talking and let's get right to it. We'll be right back. All right, guys, check it out. Just before we do that, before we put these on, we got our rebuilt cylinder head. And here's our cylinder head we got from Rouse. They milled that, and he said it was warped. So what we're gonna do is go back over with a straight edge. We're gonna use our feeler gauges, get the skinniest one. Now let's go over here to the rebuilt one. And remember, we set them from corner to corner. Hold it down. See that? It's not going anywhere up under there. That head is straight. Now, what you can do is you're supposed to go the opposite way too. You know, just like this. And then you're supposed to go straight like this. Whoops, let's get this thing straight down in there. Nothing. Now, let's go over here to the cylinder head we just got machined. Corner to corner. And remember last time, this thing fit right up on it. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. Let's go the other way. And straight across. And that's the thinnest one we got. So we know now they did a good job on that. They milled that thing straight. All right, let's get back over there and start putting this stuff together. Be right back. All right, back over here. We got both our cylinders set out, and we got both our exhaust manifolds. We're gonna set them up right on top of the head. Now the next thing we're gonna do is take off this paint. You definitely want to take off the paint on the new cylinder head, because if you don't, you're gonna torque this down. Well, not torque it down. We're gonna tighten it up, and it's gonna seal for a little while. But that paint eventually is gonna go away, and then it's gonna give you a gap. And then we're gonna clean this one up, because that one just looked dirty. All right, there's two ways you can do this. You can either scrape it, or I'm gonna use my wire wheel brush and see how that cleans it. And if it don't clean that well, I'm gonna use my die grinder. Now guys, if you don't have air tools, what you can do, as you can see, this is from AutoZone. So you can just take this piece right here, or take this piece and put it into your cordless drill or your wire drill, and it will do the same exact thing, if not better. All right, so we're good to go. Let's get us an air line over here, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna clean this up, and we're gonna clean up right here on the exhaust manifolds also. And Olivia supplied us with the new gaskets. Here we go. Our new exhaust manifold gaskets, because you saw the other ones, they were coming apart and all. So there we go. Nice metal ones. Yeah. Alright, let's check it out. Matter of fact, what is both of them the same thing, huh? Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's get some air over here and let's clean these up. Be right back. Alright, got my wire wheel brush. Let's try this out first. See that? See it takes that paint off? That's great. Now this one right here, this one's a little bit more rough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it over to my surface grinder right here. And then we're gonna go around and clean this one. Alright, so let's clean this up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are looking great on this thing. Okay, let's bring our cylinder heads up here, get them out of the way. And now we're going to bring our exhaust manifolds down. Now we know the new cylinder head, that's going to the back towards the firewall. So what we're going to do here is set this one up, because this one's going to go to that one. Let's keep this all separated here. Let's get our other one and put this over here, because that's where this one's going to go. Okay. Set this down. Let me turn this around. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take my die grinder and go around here. And we're going to clean all of them off. Also, if you got even a belt sander, you can even try that. Get that, because the belt sander will do them nice and easy, smooth down there. Alright, so let's get all 6 of these ports done and get ready to mount them up. Be right back. Okay, got them all done. They look nice and clean. We are good to go. Let's get our exhaust manifold gaskets. And set them down right on, just like that. And this one, you can't. We're just gonna set them in place. And we do got one stud on this side. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna set that right in the middle. Now, when we took it out, I think it was over here, but it doesn't matter. And what we're gonna do is push that stud down, and that stud is a 5mm. What we're gonna do is a 5mm 1/4" drive socket. We might put a 6" 1/4" drive extension. Hook up our 1/4" drive ratchet, and we're just gonna bring that down. It ain't got to be really tight. Just bring it down till it stops. There we go, nice and in there. So now we got one lined up already. We're good to go with that. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, let's set these on. All right, let's get this one done first. And what we're gonna do is just carefully line them up. Where are we at? Oh, there we go, over there. Okay, and we got our EGR valve in the way, but that's okay. We just move that cylinder head up till it goes over the edge. There we go. It came right down. What I might have to do, let's turn this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that lined up in there. Alright, now we got one lined up right there. Let's get us one of the bolts. Stick it in there. And put that on. Put this one on. This is looking really good, guys. And put this one on. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Put that on. Now we got this side right here. And make sure we put this the right way. Which one? This one? Okay, this is this side, right? Yeah, that's that side. So this has got to go toward the back of the cylinder head, toward the back of the engine. There we go. Yeah, man, I'm digging this right here. Yeah. I'm digging this. All right, let's get our bolts over here. And you see how this old gasket came apart. That's why we wanted to, go ahead and get some new ones in there. All right, so let's get all our bolts in, get them all started, and then when we come back, we can go ahead and tighten them up. All right, be right back. All right, we got all our bolts in. This thing is looking good. Man, this is looking good. The next thing we're gonna do is tighten up the bolts. But I got a 13mm 1/2" drive socket. I got a 12-point. It's best if you try to use a 6-point. And I got here, what is this? A 4 1/4" extension 1/2" drive, and I'm putting on my 1/2" drive earthquake gun, and I'm setting it to the middle setting, medium. You don't want, this is aluminum, so you don't want to sit down here and torque 400 something pounds. So set that to the medium, and what we're going to do here is start from the center two. And then we're going to go out to the last two, the outside two. Alright, and do the same thing over here. Start from the center and work your way out. This is because a lot of the exhaust manifolds, they tend to eventually warp. So what you're going to do when you tighten it out, and they warp at an angle like this. So what you want to do is tighten up the center one to bring that center down. And then you go out to tighten up the other two. Alright, let's get those other 4 tightened up, and then we're going to be ready to go. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, we're looking good. The next thing we're going to do is let's go for our heat shields. And we got our little bolts right here. Our 10mm bolts. Go ahead, man. Get out of here. Dang it. Give me that bolt. Alright, we got 3 10mm bolts. What we're going to do is set this on. See how it's a lot easier doing this when it's out instead of putting this on in the car. What the heck is this, man? This thing ain't holding on nothing. Right there. Alright, so we're going to put that one in, put that one in, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get me a washer. You see, that's a big opening right there, and this bolt ain't going to be holding on to nothing. There's a washer on that one. Now let's get our other one over here. Bring that down, and we left the bolts into this one. Okay, let's bring that top one down. Okay. Bring this one over. What the heck, man? Oh, what the heck, man? That didn't seem like it fitted right. There we go. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now let's take off our 2 bottom ones. Hey, we gotta clean that off right there. Alright, let's put our bottom one on. Very important to put your heat shields back on. These things protect other parts of the car, especially wiring harnesses. Okay, and this one. All right, then we're gonna get us a 10mm deep, 3/8 drive. What's our, there it is, our cordless gun. And go ahead and then tighten these up. You ain't gotta be just like that. All right, I'm gonna get a washer for this one, and then we're gonna tighten those 3 up, and then we're on to the next step. And also, what I'm gonna do is while we're right here, let's clean this up a little bit right here. There we go. All right, let's get that done. Matter of fact, let's pop this hood so we can get ready to install these heads. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. That's from nice and clean. Look at them nice clean rags we put up there from last time. Protect the engine and all. We are looking good. All right. Be right back. Okay. Look at that. Looks nice. So you definitely don't want it because sometimes, you know, customers driving, she gonna hear a rattling noise around. I'm like, what the heck? Is something wrong? Simple, quick, fix that right now. Throw that washer in there. Now, this cylinder head is the old one, so this is already cleaned up. We had already cleaned this up, but now what we need to do is take the new one and flip this around. And notice I got cardboard to protect it. And what you want to do is try to get it to hold up in the air. Let me get this. Let's get this empty box over here. Put it up under there so it'll protect it. And while we got it out here, let's go ahead and clean up this side of the intake. And I'm gonna just use my wire wheel because that's all we needed before. What's the thing on there? Here we go. Okay. Hook this up. All right. Then we're gonna go around. Clean that paint off. So let's go around here and clean all this paint off. Be right back. All right, there we go. Look at that. All right, and I also cleaned up here where the valve cover sits at. This one's already done. We are looking good, guys. This is like it's getting dark out here, so we're gonna try to set these on. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is let's take a look at our beautiful work we done over here. A Poli brand. Ooh, man. That look good. That looks real good. That looks real good. We already cleaned up all the bolt holes and everything, so we know everything is good on that. The next thing we're gonna do, let's get our head gaskets. Both head gaskets on this is the exact same thing. So let's get this one out. That, you see where the print is it? Not that side, that side. That's the top half. So what we're gonna do here, let's go over here. Man, these things came out, these heads came out so good. I mean, that one came out so good, and that one's, we can put this on without putting the head gaskets in. That's how good we are, right? All right. Yeah, go ahead, try that. All right, let's put our head gasket on this side, lined up with the dowel pins. All right, look at that. Man, all the holes line up. Great, man, great. Let's get our other side. And put this one on. Okay. Okay. Make sure they on those pins. That is great, guys. That is great. Man, this is looking good. All right, we're going to do the hardest one first. The one with the one in the back with the exhaust manifold on it. But before we do that, though, we got to remove these rockers because we got to make sure we get to those head bolts right there. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take all these out. But you know what? Let's go in here to the truck. Get us a marker. And we got to take these off anyway to put them shims in it. And what we're going to do and sit here and mark them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, started running out there. 6. All right, yeah, we can see those. Good. All right, and all these is loose already. So what we're gonna do? Let's take them out. Just like that. And we're just gonna line them up. Oh, we got this right here. We gotta put back. Who's that? Here we go, right here. Put that down there. And what I'm gonna do while we got that done, cause we ain't gotta worry about that no more. Was our 5mm. Here we go. 1/4" drive. And this hey, that ain't fitting. That ain't fitting either. Oh well. That's the next side. Dang, man, what the heck? I'll get them in a minute. Let's get all these out of here and put them, line them up. All right, be right back. All right, before we forget, what the heck I do with the bolt? Hold on. I got these. Let me put this back. All right, and what these are? What I got here? I got a. I don't know what the heck, man. What the heck I got here? 7/32. We're going to get our 1/4" drive and we're just going to tighten them up. Again, these ain't got to be super tight. Alright, we got our rockers set to the side, all marked off. Alright, let's inspect this here. Make sure everything is good. Alright, everything is good. Everything is good. You know what? I don't like that paint right there. So what I'm going to do is take my wire wheel brush. Where is it? And I'm going to take the paint off of that. I don't like that paint. That paint going to mess us up when we go to torque this down. So we're going to go ahead and just like that. There we go. Took that paint off of that. I shouldn't even put the paint up there. Alright. Let's go set these heads on. Be right back. Alright, here we go. Dang it, I gotta reach over here. Alright, so I'm gonna put my body on the car and I'm gonna slowly reach over here and set that head down. And actually what I'm doing is actually putting it inside the exhaust system also. Dang it, I knew this was gonna be a problem. Bingo. Sit right down. There's the suck part about this is it's leaning upward. Maybe I should have got the head bolts too. This could be a problem. That could be a real problem. Alright, what the heck am I gonna do? Hold this thing in here. Good question. Okay, let's see if I just let it go just a little bit. Perfect. Alright. Let's go get our new head bolts. We'll be right back. Alright guys, this thing is leaning too much. So I'm gonna grab my 1/4" drive, my 1/2" drive gun. I'm gonna set it as a wedge in there. Just so I can, yeah, there we go. Just go get the bolts. Alright, be right back. Alright, we got our head sitting up there looking nice. Next thing we do, got our head bolts. Got our Velcro head bolt set. It comes with both, for both heads. Now you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 7 bolts in one pack. They're short. Then you got 8 bolts, 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts that's longer than these, so be careful. Keep them separated. And you're gonna have 2 bolts that's the same length. They go over here, but you gotta figure out which one you need compared to the old ones that you took out. And that was that one right there. So Next thing you're gonna need some motor oil. Guys, this is very, very important. What we gotta do is lightly coat the threads with oil before we put them inside there. The reason being is that metal up against metal, when you go to torque it down, it'll start creaking and say, yeah, that sound right there. And it can throw off your torque. Check the instructions, they will tell you, lightly coat it with oil. A lot of you guys don't do that mess. All right, so what we're gonna do is take our oil. Now, you got long bolts and short bolts. Here's our cylinder head. You see these? Notice how high these are over here compared to these. That's right, so our lower bolts are gonna go over there. So what you do, you're gonna take a long bolt, dip it, nice light coat of oil, bring it over here to the cylinder head, put it in there. Yeah, that's going on there nice and neat. Okay, that's one. We're gonna go ahead and get the 4 on the top. That's number 2. Dang, man, the camera's standing in my way. Okay, let's get this camera stand out of our way so we can walk back and forth. Number 3. Okay. And one more. Number 4. All right, now what we're gonna do now, let's bring one of those down a little bit so we can get our gun out of there. And what we're gonna need is a 16 millimeter or 5/8 deep socket 3/8 drive. Put this on tightening, and let's just do this one right here. What we're gonna do now, we are not, guys, I repeat, we are not tightening this up. Only thing I want to do is just bring it down just till it stops. I mean, barely stops. That's it, right there. No pressure at all. And that way, that keeps that head from picking up on us. Let's get our gun out of there. All right, we are looking good. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get 4 small ones. Dip them in a little bit of oil. And then our 4 in the back are over here. Right over there. And we're gonna get those in. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got all the bolts in. Now what I'm gonna do is just like I did this one, just bring them down just a little bit. No air tools or nothing. I'm just doing them by hand. I'm doing this now because I want to make sure that oil stays on those threads. So when I go to torque it down, it'll be no problem. And you want to do this just till it stops, guys, because there's a certain way you got to tighten these bolts. A certain pattern you got to follow to tighten these bolts up. And right now you don't have to worry about this. Bring these down. Start from the center. Bring them down just till they stop. Alright? So let's get those done. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Be right back. Alright guys, we got those bolts brought down. Everything is looking fabulous, man. Alright, let's get our other head set on. Other head right here. And this time what I'm going to do is we're going to need this bolt right here. This one is the one that came out of the other one. Let's get this plastic over here. We need that plastic. Okay, we're gonna get one of our long bolts. This time we're gonna be prepared. Set our oil down right here. Set our bolt right there. All right, let's set this camera up over here. All right. Everything's looking nice and neat. Head gaskets into place and all. Them cylinders look right, nice and clean, man. This thing's gonna run so good. All right, let's get our cylinder head. Let's carefully set it down. Okay, that's 1, 2. Ooh, that look good. That look good. Let's stop playing around. All right, we get one of our bolts coated with oil. Just keep this thing in place. There we go. Here we go. Let's get the rest of our bolts. All right, I got all the long bolts right here. Put them down in there. Turn it just a little bit by hand. Make sure it's going down. All right, let's get our short bolts, and I'm gonna just do one for you, and that's the one right here. And that's the one with the little stud on the end of it. I'm gonna put that in right there. Now check your car. You might have the one with the stud on it. This one don't have this. One just has that. So, all right, let's get the other bolts in and start from the center and just slowly bring that down just till it touches, just to keep it in place. All right, be right back. All right, got our bolts in there. What I'm going to do here, take my 16 millimeter or 5/8 deep socket 3/8 drive with my 6-inch 3/8 drive extension, my 3/8 drive ratchet, and the only thing I'm doing is going down till it stops, just like that. Now here's the cross over here. You got to, when you start from the center, I don't care either bolt you start from the center. The next bolt you want to make sure you go crossways from it. Okay, then go back up here. Then back down. Notice you don't hear no creaking or anything or metal up against metal. That's what that oil is for. All right, now we're gonna go to the outside. And for the outside, you start from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. All right, looks like we're doing good because we're beating the rain, which is good. The next thing I want to do is torque these down. And it's very important. I'm going to show you a very important method you got to use with torquing down any cylinder head. All right, this is looking great, man. This is looking really good. Be right back. All right, guys, let's get these heads torqued down. These heads are torqued down in 2 steps. 1, 44 degrees. 44 foot-pounds.
No,
and the second one, 95 degrees. You're like, what the heck, man? 95 degrees? I got to go out here and buy a torque wrench for 95 degrees? No, you do not. I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. As long as you know degrees. And if not, I'm going to teach you anyway. All right, the first thing we're going to do, got our 1/2-inch drive great neck torque wrench. And what we're going to do, we got our foot-pounds up here. And what we're going to do is bring it down. And right there, that line is 40. So let's go with the 40 first. All right, the 0, and I'm right on the 40. So that's 40 foot-pounds. And I'm going to turn it to 44. Okay, we set at 44. Take my little knob right here, turn that, and that locks it into place. All right. And I made a mistake before. Guys, I was telling you 16 millimeter or 5/8. These are 15 millimeter bolts. All right. So check that out. All right. Now, this is very important, guys. Torquing down cylinder heads. You want to stay as close to the cylinder head as possible. Why? I'm gonna give you a good example why. Let me use this. Now, well, you can, yeah, just get me. All right, check it out. You know, there's a lot of a lot of tool places out there sell torque sockets for the wheels. They're little extension things to make sure you don't over torque the bolt. You know that. Now you take that principle against the cylinder head. The longer extension you use, the less torque you're going to end up having back here. So if this is 44 and I'm using an extension, when I go to tighten up, even though you can't see it, this extension is going to give a little bit. So I'm up here, I might be tightening at 38. But meanwhile, and I'm thinking it's 44, but it's not. So you want to stay as close as possible. And what we're going to do is use a 15 millimeter deep impact socket. You want to make sure you have a strong socket, all right? We're going to put that up here like that. We're going to get the torquing. All right. Now remember, you want to start off with the center bolts. And what we're going to do is make go until it clicks. So what I'm going to do is go here. Heard that? We're at 44. Now, without that oil being down there, this thing will creak, and that would have threw this torque off. Okay, next we're going to do is go crossways. Okay, go up here. Okay, on this side, and you always want to start from the center bolts and work your way out. Okay, now we're going to go to the last 4 on the outside. Now on the 4 on the outside, some diagrams will tell you, okay, go crossways in the center and then go crossways on the outside. Me, I go crossways on the center and that's done. And then I'm just going to bring the outsides out. That's what I like to do. I mean, you whichever method is good for you, but make sure you do the insides first. Okay. Then we're going to go up here and get our last 2. Okay, that is perfect. All right, I'm gonna go do the other side, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you the way we're gonna do 95 degrees, which is cool. All right, be right back. All right, guys, we got them all torqued down to 44 foot-pounds. Now, check this out. We about to overdo something. We're gonna do something that nobody out there, and I can guarantee you this, nobody out there did. We're gonna torque this down an additional 95 degrees. Now, anybody who don't know no better will tell you, listen, you need the torque wrench that do degrees. I'm gonna show you you don't. Check it out over here. Let's go over here. Get my chalkboard right here. Matter of fact, let me go get a pen. Be right back. All right, here we go. Let's draw us a circle here. Damn, that's a pretty good circle. looks like Ergo. I shouldn't have said that. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that. All right, let's go draw another circle over here, right about here. All right, guys, I'm gonna teach you about degrees real quick. You got a full circle. Here is 0. That's all you need to know. Is a quarter of the way, like a clock. 3 o'clock, that's going to be 90. 90 plus 90 is 180. Completely go around is 360 degrees, 360 degree turn. So 90 degrees is right there, right? So we got to turn, if this is the bolt of the head, we got to turn it from here to here is 90. And right here is 95. That's our goal. So you just need to turn that bolt from there to there. That's all you need to know. As long as you know your degrees, that's all you need to know. All right? Bareback. All right, here we go. You're going to take your marker. You're going to mark $12 on each bolt. Try not to get confused by where that the end of that bolt is. So just pretty much look at the cylinder head. And I know this one is right here. This one is right here. This one is right about there. This one is a little bit off to the side, right about there. And this one is easy. This one, oh, it's got some oil in that one. This one, right about there. Now we got all our bolts marked at 12 o'clock. Now if you want, you can get a little pencil to even be more specific. This is a pen. I should get a pencil. But you can see. And you see how I marked that. And that's even more precise. The pencil's great. All right, now you gotta visually inspect this, guys. Visually do this. Matter of fact, let me get a pencil. I'll be right back. All right, we got a pencil. It marks it even better. So now we're gonna mark 95 degrees. Check this out. Now we know 90 degrees is going to be right there. Since we're in the center of that bolt, we know it's going to be right there. And we're going to go a little bit more. So I know my 95 degree mark is going to be right there. Right there. This one, right there in the center, 90 degrees is going to be right there. So we're looking for right about there. So I'm going to mark my cylinder head right over here. And you can see right there, I put a little mark right there. So I know when that mark gets right there, we're good. Let's go over here to this one. 90 degrees is right there. 95 is going to be right there. I'm going to mark my cylinder head right there. Go over here to this one. 90 degrees is going to be right there. 95 is going to be right in there where that mark is. So I know that one. Go over to this one. 90 degrees is going to be right here. 95 right there. I'm going to mark that one off. Go to this one. 90 degrees. 95 right about there. Marking it on the head. Alright, this one. $90, 95 is going to be right here. So I'm going to mark it right here on the cylinder head. Let's go over here. And we're going to do this one a little bit better. We know 90 is right there, so we're looking about right about there. We're going to go down here. And as you can see right down here, you can see where I marked it on the cylinder head. See, now we go over here to this one. Again, 90, 95. And go over here. And mark it right on the cylinder head. Alright, and let's go to our last one over here. 90 and 95 is going to be right there, marked it on the cylinder head. Now we got all our marks lined up exactly where we're going to be at. We need to be at. Now, guys are ready. And what I'm gonna do is bring my mark down to the head of the bolt. And if you see I got my marks right there now on each of the head of the bolt. This one's gonna be a little bit, oh yeah, I got it down there. Let's get that one. Let's get this one. And let's get that one. So now we got a mark on our bolts, and then we know exactly where to stop at. That's gonna be cool. All right, so let's try one. Let's get our socket and everything ready, and we're gonna do one together. All right, be right back. All right, we got our 15 millimeter. Let's place it on the first bolt. And we're going to be tightening up. Okay, you're going to come on this side so you can see the marks. You see where our mark is. You see the mark right there? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to keep turning it. So a little bit more. A little bit more. We are perfect. Perfect 95 degrees. All right, let's go over here to the next one.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will it make it easier if you put this thing lined up to your line so then you know how far you got to turn that thing?
Huh. 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 Hey, that does make sense. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. Here we go. Hey, there's another way too.
No, but I mean, like this thing would have to be up there. So it's
yeah, but see, being that I know right here, now I know I have to go right here for 90 degrees. But that's a good idea though. That's a good idea though. All right, let's go. Okay, that's about 90 degrees. And look at that. See, I'm just off 5 degrees. So let's turn it a little bit more. Perfect. All right, let's go to the next one. And just like Sylvia said, okay, now this right here, I'm at about, if I'm right here, this is about 90 degrees. So now I want to bring it right down to here for another 90 degrees.
That's not what Sylvia said.
Yeah, it's close enough. All right, let's try that. Okay, bring it down 90. And look at that. Look at we off exactly 5 degrees right now on our mark. So let me just turn a little bit more. A little bit more. That's it. Let's do the one up here. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, guys, you know the guy Williams Auto. You know he didn't do no 95 degrees on no heads. All right, let's get our last 4. Where's our mark? There it is. Our mark right there. Okay. A little bit more. Perfect. Let's go over here. Where's our mark at? There it is. A little bit more. A little bit more. Tad bit more. Okay, let's go down to our one down here. Just a little bit more. Perfect. And last one. Perfect. Done. We are done. Now.
You gotta do the other head.
Yep, now I gotta do the other head. But before I do the other head, I get my pencil. I'm gonna do the marks, and we're gonna get that done. So let's get our pencil, and we're gonna mark the top of all bolts. Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. the back head. This is the hard one. Now, as you can see, on each bolt, I put a mark right there, right there, right there, and right there. That's going to be my 0 mark right there. That's why I know my 0 mark. Now, on the back ones, you can't see the heads. You can't see the bolts. But what I did was mark the bolts. Let's take this one for example right here. If this was one of the bolts back there, I marked it over here. The reason doing that is because now I couldn't reach down there and get a mark on the head. So now, marking right here, I know I got to go back and a little bit to the side. And if you go back here, here's one mark. I got to go. The second one is right there. The third one is right there. And the fourth one actually ends up, the heat shield right here is going to be right at the heat shield. So, let's get up there. Now, because that one, can't put our extension on this, we're going to have to sit here and just use just the ratchet. So let's try number 1. Now, if you come around this side, I put a mark on the head right there, so I know where I'm going. See, now this one, like Sylvia's idea was good, but right here is where it's a problem when you got it, when you're hitting up against a head or something. So what we're gonna do here, let's turn it a little bit more. Perfect. 1. Let's go crossways. And matter of fact, let me see the camera and I can try to show them the mark on the cylinder, on the bolt. Right there, you see the mark? That's where our mark is, and I'm turning it right to that. Okay. I'm at 90 degrees right now. A little bit more. Perfect. All right, let's go over here to this one. A little bit more. A little tiny bit more. 95 degrees. Okay, now I'm gonna do this one. Perfect, right there. You can see it right there on our mark. All right, let's get our last 4 done. On the last 4, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will be done. Be right back. All right, everything came out perfect. I am very happy with the way this is coming out. Okay, what's next, guys? What's next? What's next? What's next? The next thing we're gonna do, you know what? Now that we got our head torqued in, let's go over here and let's put our rockers. No, because we're gonna need the shims on those. You know what we're gonna do, guys? Before we end this out, let's get this cover off right here. It's like a 10mm bolt. The bolt up here. All right, there is, I think it's one 10mm bolt right here. I'm using a 10mm long extension, deep socket. The reason why I'm doing this, because it makes it easier for us to clean off that old water pump gasket. There we go. Let's set this to the side. Let's get our wire wheel brush. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Yeah. You know what? Let's get our scraper first. Be right back. All right, guys. So I got my 45-degree little scraper right here. And what I'm going to do here, go around and scrape this old gasket off. If they give me a hard time, I ain't gonna... Okay, there it is. It's still giving me a hard time. And you want to make sure it gets this stuff out of here, because it will get inside here. You want to make sure it gets out of here. You know what? I ain't gonna sit here and... It's like taking a while. Yeah, I'm gonna just... use a better scraper, guys, or do my little wire wheel brush right here. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna go around and... There you see. Now you see that? Now it's coming out good. So let's get this stuff out of here and let's get that gasket off of there. Be right back. Oh yeah. Get this stuff out of here.
Can you put a rag in there so the stuff don't go in there?
Now you tell me. You wait. You see what I go through, guys? She wait good till I start doing something. Then she come up with a good idea. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Dang.
I'm the logical one.
Heck yeah.
You're the smug one.
Dang it. Yeah, there we go. Get a rag in there. All right, let's clean this up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, it came out nice and clean. Get us a rag around here. All right, take this out of here. Yeah, still nice and clean inside. Thank you, Sylvia. All right, guys, let's go check out our party line. We'll be right back. All right, we're going on our party line. Let's go way back over here. Here's our old head bolts. And here's one of that corner head bolt right here. Let's get over here to the light. Remember, that's the bolt we put it on that corner. These right here is pretty much garbage, so I'm gonna throw them out. But, the next thing is the wires.
That don't sound right.
Hey, if it's there, it's there. Okay, but we're gonna go over here to the line, and next, get our water pump. Get all our bolts to our water pump and the water pump pulley, and we already verified that the pump is still good. Looks like it was changed. Let's go out there and clean up all this gasket off of here and put this back on there. All right, be right back. All right, here's our water pump. I'm gonna take my little scraper right here, start going around it, cleaning it off. You know what? I'm gonna just get my wire wheel and do this. But on this rubber part, I'm gonna go around the edges right here and get that stuff off of there. So then I'm gonna clean this off. All right, let's clean this off and we'll be right back. All right, we got it nice and clean. Next thing I'm gonna do is take a clean rag and go around it. Get all that stuff off of there. Rest of that stuff so I can gaskets and seal. All right, now we're ready. Let's set it just like that. Get our new water pump gasket. And now we sit up here and we try to figure out where it's going to set at. You got to make sure the bolts line up. Nope. Turn it over. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Is this the right gasket?
There we go, right there. So now we got where it lines up at. So let's turn this like this, so we know this big part right here is at the top. So we're gonna take this off, set it down. We're gonna get our weather stripping. We're gonna put our weather stripping on first, so the next time we go to change this pump, or somebody goes to change the pump, the gasket will go out with the pump. We're gonna put a thin layer of weather stripping around it, just like that. Take your gasket, set your gasket down, push it down, let it seal. Now, take your water pump bolts and put them in there just to keep that lined up. You got 5 bolts, 8mm bolts. Once you get them in, now you go ahead around there and push that gasket down. And you're going to let that set for about 5 minutes. Alright, let's make sure that's clean. Alright, let's let that sit and we'll be right back. Alright, let's take our bolts out of here carefully. Now before we put our silicone on, what we're going to do is go over here. We're going to make sure we can get our bolts. You know where it lines up at. And let's try right here. No. No. Heck no. That'll like it right there. As a matter of fact, look at a little arrow up here. So maybe that arrow is an indication of the top, because everything looks like it's lined up. So we're good to go. So we're gonna go over here. Get our red silicone. Put a nice thin bead around the gasket. Don't have to be a thick bead, just a nice thin one. Alright. Let's grab our 5 bolts. And I said this is about an 8mm. So, where's our 8mm at? Here we go. Yep, I'm using an 8mm deep, 3/8 drive. Let's go over here. Alright. There's our arrow. So, man, this thing should be out of the way, man. Why is this thing in the way? Slowly bring this in. Okay. And we got a bolt right there. Man, I'm trying to line this thing up. Slowly start that bolt. Put the bolts down instead of trying to hold them in my hand. Alright, there's 1. 2. 3. And try to get down here. Find number 4. Okay, number 4. Then I'm gonna go down there and find number 5 somewhere. Dang it. Let me make sure it didn't drop. No, it didn't drop. It's down here somewhere.
see a clamp.
Yeah, me too. Oh, there it is. Oh, we saw it at the same time. There it is, okay. Let's get our bolt and go around here and put it into the 5th hole. All right, and we'll be right back. All right, I got my 8mm deep. You can always use a 5/16. I'm gonna start from the bolt right there. I'm bringing this in by hand. Okay, then I'll get my 3/8 drive ratchet. And these bolts, guys, are not that tight because it's going into aluminum and they're little. And see, notice how when I tighten up the bottom one, the top comes out. So I'm not tightening up that all the way. I'm gonna release and go. I'm gonna skip a bolt, go around, skip a bolt, skip the bolt, and go around. Okay, now I'm gonna start from here, and this is the one that I'm gonna start tightening. I'm gonna show you how to tighten up this one, and then the rest of them you can do on your own. What you do is go till it stops, and then a little bit more. That's it. You do not want to over tighten that, either because if you do, you're gonna either break the head off the bolt, or you're gonna squeeze that gasket and it's gonna leak. All right, and now let's continue on tightening up the other ones in a star pattern. You're going to skip one, then go to the other one over here, stops, turn it, skip, go to this one, and then the other two. All right, be right back. All right, guys, we're done with the pump. The next thing, let's get the water pump pulley. Got one of the bolts right there. We're going to turn that till it lines up right with that bolt right there. So in that way, it gives us an idea of where we're going. Put this pulley on there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna tighten up in a minute. Let's put our cover back on, our little shield with our belt diagram on it. And it goes into this little bolt hole right here. So we're gonna put that in there. And what we're gonna have to do is use our extension, our socket, 10mm socket, deep. And we're gonna put that in there and get that lined up right there. Get that started, and we can actually go ahead and tighten this up. Where's my ratchet at anyway? Oh, there's way over there. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's tighten up this bolt. These bolts are small, so remember, just until the bolt stops and just a little bit more. Stops, a little bit more. That's all it's doing, is holding on a plastic shield. All right, that's it, guys. We don't have to tighten these up until we put the belt on and all. Then I'm gonna get a nice tighten and hold with another wrench and a screwdriver. So we're gonna get it. So we're ready to go. We're ready to go. All right, this is gonna be it because this is gonna start raining. So we're definitely gonna roll getting this back together.
And it's Christmas Eve.
And it's Christmas Eve. That's right. We are doing this on Christmas Eve. We have no idea when you're watching this video, but it's Christmas Eve right now. It goes to show you the dedication of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? All right. We'll be right back.
Okay, that was the end of part 15. Put the heads in, torque them down, put the water pump in, yada, yada, yada. Kind of cold out here, so I'm gonna go inside and get me.
It ain't cold. This is my kind of weather.
Cocoa, some hot cocoa.
Oh, okay. I'll go and have some hot cocoa too.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you guys have any comments or questions or criticism, I'm sure there's somebody out there looking to criticize, but it don't matter because we can't see your comments anyway. But you could try. So you know what you do, post them below, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Okay, hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Merry Christmas, everyone. See you next time.